values. What are the things that I place first above everything? So let me give you an example. Some people value things like family. Some people value things like building generational wealth, for example. That means that they probably have a family business, and they're interested in passing it on to one generation to another generation. So discover yourself, find out who you are, get a support system. So if you are drowning, your support system will be somebody that is not in the waters with you, somebody that is outside, probably a mentor that has walked that space before, or somebody that you look up to.
Okay, so does anyone have a question? Okay, if you have a question, please pass it forward. Okay, you need a piece of paper.
Thank you. I'd like to say that in reclaiming your power, you have to know yourself. I realize that in this environment, in this life, we don't know ourselves. I mean, I entered marriage not knowing myself. And I'm an advocate for teaching girls, the girl child, the female child, at different levels, understanding themselves. It was until I was in my 40s that I realized that I'm an alpha female. And when you are that, there are some things that you would do that others would think you are too much, you are too powerful. If I had an inkling, if I knew who I was, when I was taught to, I would have expressed, I would have communicated to that person, this is how I am. Is this something that you think I'm undermining your authority in the future? Is this something that you find me that when I'm just fulfilling my purpose, I'm not submissive? You know, I would have educated the person, and then mutually we will see that, oh, it can't work because of my nature. So, but we don't know ourselves. So that I do not digress, in reclaiming your power when you're drowning, try and find you. In finding you, understand who you are, so that you don't keep making apologies for being you. Thank you.
Okay, so I have like a two-in-one question here. Well, about three of them. So we just have 3 questions, and that's it after this one. At what point do you say enough is enough in a narcissistic relationship, which makes you feel stuck? And at what point do you leave such relationship, bearing in mind that the children may be affected? You have to tell.
Okay, it still goes back to knowing yourself. What I can take, Madam B may not be able to handle. I've been at events and forum where women have said that when their husband cheats on them, it's a no. Every man cheats. Hello. I don't do that. I don't do that. I will cheat, and I expect that you shouldn't cheat. And I tell my people that I'm in a relationship with, before I go into the relationship, I can't handle you cheating on me. By the time you know that you're no longer happy or you do not find me attractive, please let me know. Because that does something to the psyche of a woman. You start feeling that you're not good enough. So for me, and I said for me, I'm speaking from my position here. When the relationship becomes abusive, physically, when your life is threatened, you have no business sitting there. If it is a verbal abuse, it is as worse as physical. But if you know that in a verbal abusive marriage, you are able to reach down, identify yourself, label yourself, and at some point, whatever the man says bounces back. If you think you can continue, please be my guest. But even if that threatens your sanity or your life, God is the creator of life. He will not allow anybody to take it prematurely. That's what I say. So you owe it to yourself to be a responsible woman and keep your life protected. Thank you.
A round of applause. Now, this other question. How do we balance job, children, care, and husband without a nanny? I know we've already said something around, there's no balance. You just have to find a way to make the scale tilt in your favor as well. So who take you with you?
Achieving a balance. I said something about it when I was speaking. And I said something that there is never really a balance. I mean, the system is not perfect. So first of all, you need to step down from that belief that everything has to be perfect. That is one. And create your own list of expectations. What exactly do I want? And it takes me back to what I said earlier about having a value system and knowing what you want, what matters most to your family. You have a job, the kids are there. I know there are so many women that have sacrificed their careers at the altar of the family, say, okay, so one person has to work and the other person has to stay home and take care of the children because they are still young, maybe they are still below 10. So sit with your partner, because the truth of the matter is that we women, we have carried this invisible load on our head. We think we are the only ones responsible for making it work in the marriage, in the home front. It takes two, and it takes intentionally talking and communicating with your spouse. Okay, this is what we want to do, this is what we want to achieve. We don't have a help. How do we go about it? Please, it is not every time that we need to cook dinner. Sometimes, let's buy suya and drink it with garri. The world will not fall. It is not every time that the furniture has to be cleaned by you. Engage the children. Give them tasks that are age compliant. You clean my shoes. You clean this one. By the time mommy is doing everything, when they are old enough, they won't be equipped. Let them start small. The holidays are here. School lesson is not by force. What are you going to let them get? Let everybody stay at home. Plan your monthly leave and be at home with them at that time so that you can also have time to bond with them. So until we start intentionally going after what matters most to us, then we will get the results that we are looking for. And there is no perfect home or system. Thank you.
Wow, so I know that we're having more questions, but we can't. You want to say something around that? Okay.
Okay, so I wanted to say something around that first question that made mention of like considering the kids. The truth is, parenting these days is more difficult than before. And then if you consider your kids, you actually take care of yourself because you are their role model. What you are hiding from them, they see and they know more than you even think of. So when you are hiding and you are not okay, they will not come to you. They will go outside and then you get the wrong advice outside. But when you take care of yourself and you know that whatever you do, you are not just impacting yourself, you are impacting those children, especially if you have a girl child. Do you want to tell your girl child to stay and endure? Or do you want to tell your girl child to stand up for herself and use her voice? Do you want to tell your male child that it's okay they are being treated? Or do you want to tell your male child that no, you need to value the woman in your life and take care of them? Thank you.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's just the reality. You are the reflection they see. So whatever standard you take is what they too will need to internalize as it. Now I'm going to be merging two questions. The last one is very interesting, and I think it's going to I've heard online as a reality of many people. First, okay, how do I reactivate the fire spark, with fire or spark within me. I realized I do not have the spark in me, especially in my business since I got married and things changed. Now, so she got married, things changed, and she's trying to get the spark back. Now, as whoever wants to answer that, as regards getting spark back in your business, in starting a business, is it advisable to use loan from the beginning? Because repaying it can crumble the business. So, who wants to take that? Okay, all right. Abby's is not. Okay, I think that question was here. When you speak.
Thank you very much. So I would like to start with the last question. As women, don't be afraid of loan. You may choose to take a loan because you don't want to, but don't let fear be your driving force. I'll give you a life example. I had to do something recently and I get scared up a bit. I get scared up a bit and I was thinking, no, and I was praying. And then the Holy Spirit told me, what happened in the video? What did she do? The lady that borrow. Go and borrow what? Fools. So why are you afraid of loans? It's what society has told you. We should not be afraid of loans, please. If you are not taking those, like she said, budgeted, analyze your business, do your business, it's a different ball game. But don't allow fear to be the reason why you are not taking a loan to do your business. Because you told her, go and borrow as many vessels as you can. So it means that if that woman borrowed 30, she got 30. Probably borrowed 100, she got 100. True or false? So please let us be discerning. Don't let fear be your major driving force for taking a loan or getting a loan. Then spark your business. So you see, sometimes who said so about how we don't know ourselves on time? We are ladies, we are women who are just, when you start a business and the natural cycle of business comes through, it will be fun all the time. There are seasons in your business. There's a time to sow, a time to grow, a time to grind, a time to walk through the night because you need to walk through the night, a time to relax because the business is booming. So if you don't have the spark, what season of your business are you in? Identify that. And then for me, it helps to journal. I journal a lot. I have journal for every single thing. Prayer journal, business journal, thinking journal, this one journal, my prayer journal is full of books, is okay. So when I write it down, I have to process. When did I lose my spark? Maybe somebody said something, you want to go and market somebody, and they told you off, and you felt as if, maybe this was all this. That's why you lost your spark. Find it. When did you lose that spark? And then you need to start from there and rebuild yourself. But business, it's the season, and it was no season you are at and what to do.
Okay, please a round of applause. Oh, can you hold on? There's another question I almost forgot from one person. She said, when your business is so Abby's natural, you're still going to speak this. When your business is the source of livelihood for the home front, school fees, everything, how are you able to find savings?
As a woman, right? So I'll tell you something they told me at the cooperative. If you save, you are broke. If you don't save, you are broke. True or false? So why not save and be broke? Money would expand, or expense will expand. If you save, you will be broke. If you don't save, you will still be broke. So please, savings is compulsory. A little, doesn't matter. Just put it's discipline and it's routine. Start to save. If you don't have a lot, 1,000. I know they do that a lot in the market. They save it for 1,000. In December, you're shocked how much they have. And then you are the breadwinner, women. Please let us be breadwinner with grace. Whatever money God has put in your hand, it's not for you, it's for your family. And it's a grace that you have money. Imagine you don't have what God doesn't have. It can be like that now. So if you now do have and what God doesn't have, God has put that money in your hand for the sake of the family. And like someone said, he may be protecting you. Maybe at that time in your life, he knows that if the man has too much, something may go wrong. So he's teaching, he's training the man for something. He's teaching him, he's grooming him. So if you are the one that is the breadwinner, please let us. I know culture tells you the man must provide, which is why a lot of us, once you start providing land, you don't get face, our face is tight. Please, if you are providing, be gracious. I know it can be tough if the man is not, what's the word? It's not behaving well. But if you are the one providing, thank God that you have the resources and the money for your family. That's why God put it in your hands. Because at that point in time, you are a better steward for your family.
Alright, okay, over to Abby's natural. Before we take the final question. Okay, please hold on. They have a question.
Okay, for the question that has to do with whether you can start a loan with your business, I'll say no. Because one, it's a new business, you're not grounded in business yet.
You need to know the business, structure the business, and know if you actually need that money to start the business. Start small. No matter what, start small. Don't go and start a business and then go to the bank to collect. Even they will not give you, if you want to collect big money, they need to see that your account has done something. There needs to be a trail. So start small. Look for family and friends that can help you to gather the money to start the business. But going to the bank to take a loan to start a new business is not advisable. What if you are not able to pay back? What if the business does not work in the way you have imagined? So just get a friend or get someone that you can confide in that can help. But do not go to the bank to start to get a loan to start a proper business. No.
Thank you. So we have one of our women who wants to say something about the questions of business.
I want to react to if you are the breadwinner and you have all the money. Two reactions. We are help fit, right? So sometimes the help fit for your husband is that you are the one that is financially capable. It may be anything. So don't make issues out of it. Don't let tradition make a mess of your marriage. So if God has put the finance in your hand and the strategy is your husband, 2 will conquer what? 10,000. So run with what you have. No two human beings is the same. No two marriages are the same as well. That's my reaction to if you are the breadwinner. Then if you are the breadwinner, what are we talking about saving? You may not have enough to save as 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And if you are the breadwinner, you also need to think about continuity, sustainability. So while other people are putting their money in bank accounts, I think your best friend is the insurance company, Leadway, IGR. I don't work with them. But it pays to save your money with a life risk associated if you are the breadwinner of your family. So that when you are out of the equation, your family is not stranded. Your children are not here today and down because mommy passed or daddy passed. So if it is 10,000, you can save every month. Don't just keep that money in the bank account. Engage with the insurance person and say, what are the life plans I can have? What are the educational plans I can have? So you position your savings in a place that will protect your family in your absence. Remember, gone are the days when they will send priests to you and say, put your house in order. I mean, any of us in the year, put your house in order. The last time that was recorded in the Bible, was it Hezekiah? So please, as women, put your house in order.
Thank you so much. So this insurance and all of that, maybe if you have any, the person that asked that question, if you have anything to add, you can likely see her. Question. Hey. Sorry. So what should we do? But okay, our convener. Okay.
Not a question.
Okay.
I just wanted to speak to the lady who mentioned about losing spark. Let's build quiet seasons. In the season where it feels like nothing is happening, what do you spend time doing? Are you spending time comparing yourself with things that you see, or you're spending that quiet time to build on knowledge, read books, but find joy in quiet seasons. Quiet seasons are okay too. Eventually, you will pick up, but when you pick up, you're picking up better. And it is what you do in that quiet season that helps you to scale up at that time. So use that quiet season, gain on knowledge, read books, go to events like this, till you find the spark to start again.
Thank you so much. A round of applause. So our final question. So I think I'm going to face this side to read it, so nobody, I will not see anybody's hand going again. So permit me, like these questions are a lot. Now it seems I've even missed the last. Okay. So to our final question. Please, how do I solve a situation where my spouse no longer satisfies me sexually? And if I tell him, he keeps saying women don't get satisfied. And now I'm considering this be a dildo. Now this is a genuine concern that I feel many women might have. So if we have multiple answers, that would be great. I'm looking here. Who wants to help us? Even in the audience, I mean, who wants to help us? Why are we quiet?
Okay, so firstly, there's a wrong saying that a woman cannot satisfy. A woman can satisfy. But the key point here that that made me raise up my hand is the fact that it's okay to get a dildo if your husband doesn't mind. And me putting that comma that if your husband doesn't mind is the fact that it doesn't threaten him. Some men see dildos as a threat to their performance. But really, sex toys are just supposed to aid and assist and help make it better. I don't know, I don't want to go so raw here, but the idea is that if you know it's a machine, it's just the way when you're packing water with your hand and the machine is packing water. Who does it better? Machine! So that's what a dildo is, really. It's an enabler. Let's use that word. Let's put technology into it. It's supposed to enable the sex in the marriage. So if he's doing his best, it's not a machine anyway. You cannot expect him to do more than his power. Get a dildo to hit things up. That does not mean that it's going to should affect your marriage should end. Dildo is an enabler. You can get it, it's fine. It's not that deep.
She said it's not that deep. Okay, so our conveners rock is here and he said he wants to shed more light on that. Please, sir, we want to see you. We don't like that corner. A round of applause as he comes so that we can hear from you.
Good afternoon. Yeah, I just feel more light on what I'm said. First of all, you have to take some sample. And secondly, you also have to look at the health of your husband and also your own health too. Because if you're not healthy enough, your husband is not healthy enough, you can't satisfy you. So, first of all, your husband overweight. Your husband's blood matters. So, your husband healthy for him to be able to satisfy you or do the necessary round you want him to go. So these are things that are very vital. It starts from the health. So taking care of yourself is very important both ways. And certainly I feel for a man to achieve that, I think the wives also have to also be involved. To have a healthy husband, I think the wife has to do like 80 to 90% of the job. I think eat the right food. Eating the right food is very important too. If you don't eat the right food, he can't give you what you want. So eating healthy, eating less processed food, there are a lot of herbs that also help in this area too. So all these are very important. So that's what I'm talking about. Like health also plays a role in it. Thank you.
Now there's one more question, but we will not finish this session today. Now before we go on, some of our speakers need to hurry on to other engagements. So the DJ is going to play some music while they take some pictures, and then some hands are being raised. If our convener says let's go on with a few more questions. Fine. All right, please, speakers, Mrs. Eboa. Can we take some pictures of here?
Okay, they're not sitting behind the cake. They're not sitting behind the cake.
question